Alright, guys, welcome back. It's almost Christmas, and what else better to do than some Christmas trees? So, I thought I'd be getting down a little bit more on the basic again. And yeah, this is for literal beginners, people who are just starting to get used to edit mode. So, yeah. Okay, without further ado, let's begin. Alright, guys, let's begin. So, first thing, let's delete our default cube and Shift A, add a cylinder, okay? Now once you add it don't touch anything yet. And we're gonna go down to this bottom left corner and lower the amount of the vertices to 6. Now the old way I used to use a cube and then loop cut and scale it. You can also do that to make a hexagon as well, but I feel like this is more accurate, so we're gonna go with this, okay? So now, first thing, press G, let's move it up on the Z. So GZ, and then we're gonna move it up by 1 meter, so you can just type in 1, okay? Then go into edit mode, and let's select the top face. Now we are right now in vertex select. As you remember, there is 3 types of selection. We're gonna go to the third one, the face select. You can type in on the upper numbers 1, 2, 3, and you can change the type of selection. So yeah, number 3, and we're gonna move it down from the Z by -1. So you can just type in the -1. Okay, and it should be down here. Okay. Now let's scale it down a little bit. This will be our trunk of our tree, and then we can extrude it, right click and scale it. So press S and just adjust the size. This is going to be the size of the bottom layer. Let's move it down a little bit, then extrude it. Okay, and then let's scale it down. So we're gonna repeat this a couple of times. So E and then right click to cancel, then you can scale it and then move it down. And extrude, scale, extrude, right click S to scale. Okay, let's move it down a little bit. Extrude, scale. Okay, let's move it down a little bit. Easy. Let's scale it to S. Okay. Extrude, E, right click, scale. Let's move it down. Okay. Extrude, E, scale. Down. Okay, let's move it down. I feel like we should have multiple layers. Now, to adjust the angle right here, you can just scale it, as you can see. Okay, let's keep going. Press E to extrude, right click to cancel, then press S to scale, and then let's move it down. E to extrude, S to scale. Okay, almost there, guys. Let's move it down a little bit. Okay, E to extrude, right click to cancel, scale, S to scale. Let's move it down. Let's make this our final layer. Okay, E, S. Alright. Now, if you have any issues like the layers being too big, what you can do is make sure you're in face select, hold down the Alt button, and then click on like this layer right here. Then you can press G and just move it down. Okay, and then scale it. And there we go. Now, I feel like it's also too big. If we look from like front view, you can see that this part's a little too big, so you can also scale it down to make it match, okay? And also, I also want to make it look more pointy on the top, so we can move it up a little bit like this. So yeah, this is like a very simple design with a very customizable way for beginners, I guess. So yeah, now this is where I ended usually, but there's a little change I did is I selected the top tip right here. When I used to do it back then, I would merge it, but I feel like it looks better without merging it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it rotate a little bit, kind of this kind of a little bit displaced, kind of in a wavy form. So you can turn on proportional edit right here, or you can press O to turn it off and on. And we're gonna click right here, and we're gonna select connected only, okay? And then now when you rotate it on the Z, okay? Let's rotate it RT, and then just increase it by scrolling your wheel like this, scrolling. You can adjust the amount that it affects, and you can make it kind of rotated like this. I'll have it done a little bit like this. I think it looks cool. Okay, so you can turn it off, and yeah, there we go. So now, what I like to do is I'd like to add a bevel modifier. I think it catches the light very well. So let's go to our modifier properties down here, modifier, and bevel. Then let's lower the amount, because I feel like that's too much. Okay, that looks pretty nice. Okay, so now last thing, let's add our materials. So let's go to material properties down here, click on new, and we're gonna make it brown. Okay, this is gonna be the color of our trunk first, okay? Then we're gonna change the leaves to green. So let's go into edit mode and make sure you're selecting the top face and then click on Control numpad plus, okay? Not the numpad on the top, but on the right, on the numpad. If you don't have a numpad, you can go find like a small numpad to connect to your computer. Okay. So control numpad plus, so control numpad plus, and once you do that, it's gonna start selecting more and more like this. So let's keep going. We're gonna keep going till it selects to this bottom part where it hits the trunk. Then we can click on this plus button right here, and then click on new, and then assign, and then you can change the color of it to green. And let's tab out of edit mode. Okay. I feel like I want to have it a little bit more like a mature shaped green, a little bit on the yellow side. Okay. So yeah, that looks amazing. Okay. So yeah, that is it for this video. I actually wasn't planning to upload today, but I thought, yeah, maybe I should do something simple. I did see this comment by this viewer. Yeah, he wanted me to make like a geometry node series. And to you, if you're watching, I'm working on it. So yeah. So if you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And don't forget to check out our Discord server, link in the description. So yeah, I will see you guys soon. Bye bye.